morning and welcome to Fort Zeller Elementary School. This is your principal, Mr. Lin, and I hope that you had a wonderful weekend. Today is Monday, January 31st, 2022, and it is a day one. Now, before we kick off this wonderful day, I want to invite you, as I always do, to participate in a Mindful Minute. Mindful Minute is a good way to get yourself settled and to arrive at this moment. Again, and I keep reminding all of us, including myself, that our minds are so often caught up in everything else but what's going on right here. And there are so many blessings. So hopefully you're going to take a moment and join me to notice those blessings. And let's begin with our eyes. Use our eyes and just look around and notice the space, right? And then when your eyes focus on something that catches your eyes, just settle in on noticing it. Recognizing that you're in the same space, looking at its colors, identifying what it is, the whole nine yard. You know how to do this now, right? And then with your nose, take a breath in and out. What do you notice with your sense of smell? In this environment, not yesterday's or tomorrow's, but this environment, what are you picking up with your sense of smell, and what does it remind you of? With your skin, notice what you feel. With your sense of touch, in this place, what do you feel with your skin, whether it's my shirt in this case, or kind of the cool air I'm sitting in? What about you? And then finally, with your ears, just pause and notice the sounds that are around you. You know the drill. Now, you're going to notice sounds that are actually happening right now that you didn't notice before because you weren't paying attention. What are you hearing? All right. Now let's move into the mindful breathing. Today I'm going to use the rainbow breathing method. Some of you guys said you wanted to see me do it again, and I'll do that. And remember, boys and girls, as we move into this second semester or this third marking period, if you have a good breathing technique, go ahead and share that with your teachers, or you can find me, and maybe we might spotlight you, just like we did with Wesley and his elevator breathing. All right, but let's go ahead and just a quick reminder, the rainbow breathing is just simply raising your arms as you breathe in, and then as you breathe out, slowly bringing it back down, okay? All right, notice your body, notice that chair or the couch holding you up, and take that first breath in and out. Very good. All right, let's go ahead and breathe in, this time slower. Breathe in. And then slowly let it out. Let your shoulders relax. Allow yourself to settle into your chair. Notice that you exist. Notice that you are alive. Notice that you are here. Breathe in again. And out. And as you get into the rhythm of breathing and really allowing yourself to focus on what's going on right here, also notice how your body feels, starting with your toes, all 10 of them. Wiggle them. Breathe in. And the bottom of your feet and your ankles. Notice your calves and your knees. Breathe in. Breathe out, sorry. How do they feel? Greet the upper part of your legs. Notice your lower back. If you're like me, I notice some soreness and some achiness. I'm getting old. Breathe in. Instead of being angry or frustrated with those feelings and sensations you notice in different parts of your body, just be kind and allow yourself to observe that feeling without judging it for being good or bad. Just notice what it feels. For me, what does it make me think of? What does it make me feel when I feel achy? Breathe in, notice your belly, this time being filled with air. Breathe out, notice your chest, your shoulders and your arms, your wrist, your elbows, all 10 fingers. Notice your neck, and on top of your neck, balance very delicately. Notice your head and how that head connects to your neck. Breathe out. Now in a moment, you'll hear a bell or a chime. Listen to it as it gets quieter and quieter. And when you can't hear it anymore, you may then open your eyes and awaken to the world that is around you. Welcome to a new day right here at the fort where you are loved, where you are cared for, and where we want you to succeed. Now, whether you have a great day or not, it's ultimately your choice. So choose wisely, work at it, and enjoy the rewards. At this moment, please stand and face the flag for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You could go ahead and take a seat. I want to thank you for joining me in the Mindful Minute. It's a good way to get ourselves to just notice our environment and then notice that you are here and we're sharing the same space at Fort Zeller together. And hopefully everything that you notice, you're actually saying thank you deep down inside, right? Thank you for being able to experience some wonderful sensations. All right. Now, we have 3 expectations here at the school. You already know them. Number 1, be respectful to yourself. And this is a good way to practice that thankfulness, that gratitude. Okay. When your teacher's talking, listen and be present and try to see and understand what your teacher is talking about, even if you're struggling with it. But be thankful. Practice listening with gratitude and how thankful you are to be able to have a teacher, right? When so many kids around the school don't have teachers, don't have schools, and if you ask them, a lot of them say the number one thing that they want, outside of food and clothing and those things, is a school to belong to, right? And then when it's time for you to talk, hopefully other people will give you that same gratitude and listen to the words that are coming out of your mouth and the messages that you have. Also show that you're responsible with your hands, your feet, and the words that come out of your mouth, and how you think. If you think with a positive attitude, if you think with gratitude, if you think with thankfulness and the things that you experience, you say, wow, I'm going to be really thankful that I get to do this. Then I think you're going to find yourself in a more healthy place and you'll find your day getting even better. Boys and girls, I really hope you try that, okay? Everything that you experience today, just whisper thank you in your head, okay? And thank yourself for experiencing those things. Hey, even if you're in the hallways and you trip and maybe you scuff up your elbow, notice that maybe it might be painful, but just notice it. Instead of getting too angry or upset, just notice how that sensation feels. Yes, of course, get yourself patched up. Yes, of course, go see the nurse. But even unpleasant feelings, how cool it is that we actually get to experience feelings, So that's something you could do to control and be responsible with how you think. And finally, with our third B is being ready to learn, being ready to eat in the cafeteria, being ready to do the right thing even when nobody else is looking. You know how that goes. All right. Now, our character trait for the month is tolerance, and that is celebrating each other's differences. We've talked about this, and I know later on today we'll have another PBIS assembly, and we'll get to talk a little bit more about our next character trait. But don't forget, even as we move on to the next character trait, the old ones that we've talked about, self-control and all that, compassion, all of those things that we've celebrated in the past, they're still true, and I hope that you continue to practice that. So hopefully you're still practicing compassion. Hopefully you're still going to practice tolerance and seeing each other for being different, not in a bad way, but in a way that you can celebrate and thank. So I want to thank you for being different. I am grateful that you are so different and you're such an important part of our school because in the end, I like you just the way you are. So I encourage you to go find somebody else. A lot of you guys may remember, I am challenging you not to just to find Mr. Lin, but go find your teachers or go find your friends and tell them you like them just the way they are. And, let's add this one in. Let's practice gratitude. Go find your teacher and say, thank you. All right, I can't wait to see you guys around. Have an amazing Monday.